to date, we are to see any of that actually realized. President Mahinda Rajapaksa made a joint statement on the 26th of May 2009 with visiting Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon. Now, if this was entirely an internal matter, why did President Rajapaksa make that joint communique with the visiting Secretary General of the United Nations? I quote from that joint communique, President Rajapaksa expressed his firm resolve to proceed with the implementation of the 13th Amendment as well as to begin a broader dialogue with all parties, including the Tamil parties, in the new circumstances to further enhance this process and to bring about lasting peace and development in Sri Lanka. End quote. So, not only President J.R. Jayawardena, but President Mahinda Rajapaksa also thought it fit that a political solution to the Tamil national question was not merely an internal matter. For him to make a joint statement with the Secretary General of the United Nations on the 26th of May 2009 in Kandy. And thereafter, at least three joint statements were made. One, President Mahinda Rajapaksa with Dr. Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of India, and two, with S.M. Krishna, then External Affairs Minister of India, with Professor G.L. Piris, External Minister of Sri Lanka. In all of those three joint statements, it was stated that Sri Lanka would implement the 13th Amendment in full and build upon it so as to achieve meaningful devolution. S.M. Krishna made statements to this effect in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha on the 4th of August 2011. On the 17th of May 2011, a joint statement was made in Sri Lanka, and it said, I quote, a devolution package building upon the 13th Amendment would contribute towards creating the necessary conditions for such reconciliation, end quote. So, Mr. Speaker, you would see that continuously the promise has been made, and I'm saying this because today there seems to be some confusion, even among some Tamil parties, that implementation of the 13th Amendment in full would settle the question. No. The promise time and again given by successive Sri Lankan governments to India and to the world specifically stated that going beyond the 13th Amendment, building upon the 13th Amendment so as to achieve meaningful devolution would only create necessary conditions for reconciliation. Now, this does not end here. The matter is before the UN Human Rights Council on resolutions that were moved by the United States of America from 2012 March onwards, with resolutions titled Promoting Accountability and Reconciliation in Sri Lanka. The last of which was passed in March this year, on the 23rd of March 2021, and the title to that resolution is Promoting Reconciliation, Accountability and Human Rights in Sri Lanka. This was passed with a majority vote.